What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Bitch, welcome back to the channel. FIFA 18. Yeah, I said 18. We got it right this time. And we're in the FIFA. I said we're in the Burnley career mode. And we're starting off transfer dead. Is it dead? No, I said deadline day. This is goddamn the first day of the transfer window. And we completed a signing in Domingos Quina. Signing from West Ham. Young attacking midfielder. I'm going to probably be using him in a just basic central, maybe defensive midfielding position. We'll see how it goes. He's obviously young, not one for now today, one for the future. We got him on a cheap. And also you can see Omar Lebdalawi has finally joined us after we got him on a pre-contract last January. He's finally joined us now. And in the news, expectations high for his debut. We're coming up against Brighton. And again, it's a game we should really be winning. Like, I feel like if I'm on my A game, we will win this match. But generally against these low oppositions, we've been struggling recently. But this is the team: Elabdalawi right back, Manquillo left back, Miazga got a start at centre back. A rare game off for Ben Mee, and Miazga was at fault right there for that chance they created, because for some reason, I don't know why, my man really do that? Like, he tried to tackle them like that. All he had to do was put his right foot out. But instead, my man went with a swinging back Eddie Gordo left foot. I don't even know what it was. But Labdalawi comes down the right-hand side, attacking, pulling it back to Juricic on that right-hand side. And he fired the ball straight at the keeper pretty much. Good save, though. Juricic coming down the right-hand side again, 24 minutes in, powering his way into the box, looking for options, decides to shoot. And second time of asking, Filip Juricic finds the back of the net. Again, this man is on form. He is hitting the form of his season, the best form of his season. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. He's on the best form he's been on all season. That's what I'm trying to say. Filip Juricic is looking good. He's looking strong. He's looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and performing good. And right there, I mean, you're going to have to put the blame on the keeper, though. If they give you the right angle, I don't know if they're going to give you... Maybe this one will look all right. Oh, it did actually take a deflection. So it was heading into further towards the corner. And it took a deflection. Ended up bang straight down the middle of the goal. Juricic records his 4th Premier League goal of the season. Good record considering, I mean, he only started scoring in the league recently. Like, he's looking good, man. I like him. I say it damn near every episode, as Pau Lopez is forced to make a pretty good save, pushing it out wide for a corner. But I believe this is the first time we've taken the lead against Brighton. Like, both home and away, they beat us last season. I don't actually remember what happened the first game of the season after Pau Lopez is forced to make another brilliant save right there, denying Brighton. Elabdalawi plays a beautiful through ball down to Juricic along that right-hand side. Elabdalawi had a really good game on his debut. Juricic found his way inside the box. He squared it to Scott Sinclair, and it's an easy tap-in for Scott Sinclair. The easiest goal he'll score all season, most likely. And he puts us 2-0 up 60 minutes into the game. Like I was saying, Elabdalawi on his debut, I feel like he is going to be a really good right-back for us. We played him at right-back and Manquillo at left-back. We'll see how it goes between Manquillo and Brady. Obviously, Manquillo can play left back, both in the game and real life. And generally, I don't like playing like right-footed players at left back and left-footed players at right back. I will do it occasionally. Generally, I don't like it unless they got like a 5-star weak foot. But we'll see how it goes with Manquillo. But Brighton, again, putting a little bit of pressure on us. Pau Lopez has been brilliant all game. But you see right here, Brighton create another chance. Real good football from them. Pau Lopez isn't able to save us this time, as Brighton were able to pull one back at the end of this game, 85 minutes in. I don't even know who this man is. Is Cato? Who's this Cato, though? Does he play for Brighton in real life? Because I ain't even seen my dude. But Brighton, it was a well-worked goal. And I mean, we didn't defend particularly well in this game, but Pau Lopez has kind of bailed us out, as you guys have seen. Couldn't save it that time. And, I mean, if we kept playing like this, eventually Brighton were going to score. And they ended up scoring. They ended up finding the back of the net. We were attacking really well, but we were defending pretty poor. And Brighton were attacking quite well as well. But 90 minutes, we did get another chance as Bamford was able to poke it through to Wayne Rooney. He slid in Jose Pozo down the left-hand side. And Pozo is going to find the back of the net to reinstate our 2-goal lead. And we were looking good, feeling good, smelling good. And that's about all you could do on the pitch, on these streets. Like... So we picked up all 3 points against Brighton. Again, I don't remember the result the first time we played them, but I don't think we actually beat them. So that might be the first time we've beat Brighton this series, which is pretty damn poor. But you guys have seen it. Against these low-rated sides, even this season, we didn't beat Aston Villa. We should have beat them. QPR, we should have beat them. So we really need to improve in against teams like that. It's teams like this that we've been doing surprisingly well against. Like in the FA Cup, beat Chelsea in the final. I believe we beat them this season at home. We battered Arsenal. It's a matter of these teams don't defend as much. But against Chelsea, I seem to find it a bit easier because they do tend to sit back more. These teams that play the 5 at the back tend to sit back a lot more, and I can generally open them up. Pozuelo, sorry, done brilliant on the turn to find the back of the net. You see the first highlight was in the second half, because the first half literally had nothing to show. But we come forward again as Pozo dispossesses Cahill. He's going to find Belfodil, pulls it back to Pozuelo, denied by Courtois, and Scott Sinclair should have been there to put that rebound away. But we come forward again. Pozuelo finds Pozo again down this right-hand side, who had a brilliant game, Jose Pozo. He crossed it into Belfodil, and he just can't do enough. It's a pretty good header for considering how it was. Like, it wasn't an easy header, but he still managed to turn it towards goal. But he did miss the target, and we do get a corner now. Robbie Brady whips it in. Cleared out by Kante, only as far as Benmi, who really should have been in the box. We give it back out to Robbie Brady, crosses back post, and Bamford heads into the back of the net to open the scoring against his former side. Patrick Bamford on off of the bench in this one. I think we played him left wing when we brought him on. And he heads us into the lead against Chelsea, who really offered nothing up to this point. I mean, you could tell they haven't had a shot in the highlights. Highlights didn't start until the second half, so really they had done nothing. It was all us, and we were really just not doing enough to find the back of the net. Obviously, we denied by the post, but this time, Patrick Bamford with a brilliant header and a brilliant jump. Because, I mean, it was pretty much him against Zuma. It wasn't really a free header. Him against Zuma, and he just beat Zuma in the air, really. Brilliant cross from Brady on his right foot. Overstad playing it out left-hand side to Patrick Bamford this time. And he's running. He's got Kante on him, obviously. But he's got the advantage into the box and forces another save out of Thibaut Courtois. Could have doubled his and our goal tally for the game and put us 2-0 up. Chelsea finally starting to try and come forward, but we're going to hit him on a counter break. I say counter break. Bamford plays through Belfodil. He's going to try and turn inside here. Dispossessed by Zuma, but barely gets the ball off of Belfodil. And Belfodil fires us 2-0 up as he hits Chelsea on a counter-attack. They just waited way too late to try and go after the game. Chelsea, I feel like I've got Chelsea's number now. Like, I find them kind of easy to play against. But obviously, when we did play them this season in the league, they did batter us. Well, they didn't batter us. We definitely outplayed them the first time we played, but they just finished their chances. And you see right here, a lot of Burnley players in the team of the week. Scott Sinclair, Robbie Brady, Alad Dalawi, Bamford, Wayne Rooney, and Juricic and Belfodil all made team of the week. And right after scoring that goal against Chelsea, we did loan out Patrick Bamford to Newcastle. I mean, we have 3 strikers in the team, which was really my thinking behind it, with Belfodil coming back. We have 3 strikers, and if I could get one of them out on loan, it would be Bamford to send out on loan. So he's going to go back to the Championship, play for Newcastle until the end of the season, and then he'll come back, and we'll see what he could do, see if he could grow it a little bit. Forsberg signed for Manchester City, 58 million, I believe it was. And also on Bamford, like, someone commented saying that we should sell Bamford, saying that he's shit. I don't agree. First of all, I don't agree that he's shit. He hasn't really been playing shit. He's not been scoring as many goals as we might hope. But, I mean, you guys have seen it, first of all. He's hit the post about goddamn 10 times in the series. He's like the most unlucky player ever. Second of all, you don't always see everything in the highlights that a player might do. Like, I mean, in the highlights, again, he's not been looking too bad. Like, he's been getting chances. He's been hitting the post. Sometimes his finishing has not been great. But, again, the goalkeeping ability is higher than it would be. So, I mean, and also, secondly, I'm not the type of guy, like, you see so many YouTubers will sign a player and just not give them, basically just not give their players a chance. Like, Bamford, you give a player some time, like, not only to grow, but for you to get used to using that player. Like, the amount of times, especially on YouTube, you see someone sign a player in the summer, and by January, they're looking to sell them. He's not been good enough. He's only scored 5 goals. I'm selling him. I'm buying Dybala. Like, give somebody a chance. Like, sometimes it takes a while to get used to learn how to play with a player, especially on this FIFA, and especially with players like Bamford. If a player doesn't have 99 speed, sprint speed and acceleration, if he doesn't have 99 agility and dribbling, sometimes they're going to be more difficult to use. You have to learn what you can and can't do with a certain player, and it takes a while sometimes, especially when he doesn't play every single game. So we're not gonna sell Bamford, at least not straight away. And in the case of selling Bamford and buying someone to replace him, we really don't need to, because like I said, we have 3 strikers in the team. And again, we're going to give them a chance to see what they can do and learn how to play with them. And as well as those 3 strikers, like I've said, we have Rooney who could play up front. We have Woodburn who could play up front. We have Pozzo who could play up front. We have a Gay who could play up front. We have options up front. So I'm not going to get rid of Bamford. I mean, we've loaned him out, but we're not going to sell him until I feel like I can't use this player. Like, I can't use this player. So, but that's enough about that situation. We're in the FA Cup against Peterborough, as you can see. We've had a few chances, been denied, but this time Ben Woodburn gets slipped in, and it is a brilliant finish from the young winger. Like, Ben Woodburn has really been stepping it up recently. And so what with this season, especially, like all of my career modes, as you guys, if you've been with me for a while, my career mode's gone for a while, 5-6 seasons. This is a career mode that I want to go on for. I want this to be the longest career mode I've done on YouTube. I want it to be possibly 10+ seasons, and I really want to emphasize these young players. Like, by the end of this career mode, I want these young players to be starters. I want Woodburn to be in the first team. I want some of the players from Youth Academy to be first team. I don't want to buy too many players, if that makes sense, because what generally happens is you'll buy young players. Like, you'll buy a left winger. What will happen is you'll buy Ben Woodburn, for example. I should have just said Ben Woodburn. You'll buy Ben Woodburn, who might have potential. Again, I don't know potentials. I don't want to know potentials. But he might have a potential of 90. Let's say Ben Woodburn has a potential of a 90 overall. And you'll say, this is my player for the future. But then you'll go out and you'll buy a left winger for now. So you'll have a player for the future and you'll have a player for now. And that left winger might be Carrasco, who's already at 85 overall. I don't know what Carrasco is, but he might be at 85 overall. So in 5 seasons, Carrasco's going to be a 92 overall, and Ben Woodburn is going to be at 85 overall. So even though you've bought Ben Woodburn for the future, he ain't going to get no games in the future because you've still got Carrasco in the future. So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to buy too many players because I want these young players to actually get a chance in the future. So I don't know if that actually makes any sense. I don't know if I've explained it right, but hopefully I have. More transfer deals. Benzema goes to AC Milan for 50 million. That's. I mean, I don't know. You let me know. I love Benzema. I've always rated. I feel like Benzema is one of the most underrated players on the planet of football. But I mean, in the game, he's like 31, 32 years old. That's a bit expensive. But like I said, I love Benzema. Also, Alex Telles moving from Porto to Bayern Munich. That is a real good signing for them. Don't know what they're gonna do because they still have Alibi in my series, I think. But this is the Premier League table at the end of the episode. We are 7th place, and I mean, we're looking good for European football because we're on 33 points. 4th place is on 36. We are looking strong, and last season we had a brilliant second half to the season. If we could replicate anything close to that, I'm confident we'll be able to get even Champions League football. So we'll have to wait and see. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.